Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching The Breakfast on Plus TV Africa. Now it's time to discuss 2025 in view, paving the way for safer roads in Nigeria. As we look ahead to 2025, the vision is clear for safer roads in Nigeria, reducing accidents, improving infrastructure, and fostering responsible road use. Through collaborative efforts between government agencies, private stakeholders, and citizens, we can address challenges like poor road conditions and reckless driving. With the intensity of efforts in sensitizing people on the dangers of dangerous driving, the command is still craving and appealing to motorists and other road users to imbibe safety as a culture on the road. Now, our guest today is Phillip E Ogar. He's the Assistant Corps Commander, ACC Lagos Island Command, FRSC. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. So let's start with this. Can you give us an overview of the current state of our roads in Nigeria, especially with motorists on there?
Yeah, our road for now is relatively good, and but the drivers have not really, they are not making good use of the road. The road is has not reached its peak. It's supposed to be a little better than it is. But the issue is not the road, it's the drivers that drive on the road. Whatever happens on the road, if the road is bad or good, the driver, if you apply the road, depending on the station you find yourself. If the road is good, it doesn't mean you should speed to heaven. If the road is not bad, you go gradually, and so on and so forth. That is just basically what is.
Yeah, I like the fact that you said our roads are good, but I know some people will argue that because you're still seeing lots of potholes, you're still seeing, but however, we can tell that there's been a lot of development lately, especially even on the Third Mainland Bridge that was recently, renovated to ensure that motorists can ply those roads. But what measures do you think, what steps have been taken so far to ensure that these roads are okay for people and to be able to reduce accidents? I know that one of the things you just mentioned now was the drivers of the roads. Obviously, if the road is so great, most times they want to speed so much, but what are the things that are being deployed to ensure that, it's safe for Nigerians?
Yeah, at the Third Mainland Bridge, like you mentioned, there is an installation of speed camera to monitor people along that road. Before you get to the Third Mainland, there are places strategically within the Third Mainland Bridge that is indicated the speed limit to which you have to apply. You are not supposed to drive more than 80 kilometers per hour in speed, on that bridge. But you see people speeding 100, 120, 140. So that is there. And just recently, they have also installed cameras. There are cameras there that may not be too visible to people that are passing by, but there are cameras there monitoring speed of all vehicles plying that road. So those are some measures that have been put in place.
Yeah. So with these cameras, are they being monitored, and how? Because I know, for instance, in the UK, if you go above the speed limit, you're not seeing an officer speaking to you right there, but you're probably getting your ticket at home. And they will tell you at so time, so PM, we saw you speeding so fast and here is your ticket. So does that apply here in Nigeria, and how does it work?
Yeah, we've not actually gotten there because we cannot compare ourselves with UK. Yeah. But we are gradually getting there. The present Corps Marshal is doing a lot to make sure that he will move the Corps from its status. All those things are in place. But his policies is to rejig operational activities in the country, and he has done this by bringing in innovations, technologies that are coming up to make sure that all those things are monitored. For instance, currently there is what we call FRSC mobile app. This mobile app enables you, not only the drivers, like this year's program, embalmment program, the Corps Marshal said we should not be looking at the usual norm of going to park, addressing drivers only, because records have shown that when crashes happen, it's only one driver. Meanwhile, we have more than 5, 10, 20 passengers in one vehicle. So we say that it should not be only talking to drivers, that the passengers, when I say passenger, every other occupant of the vehicle, Doesn't matter whether you drive or you don't drive. So at that moment, you should speak out. You shouldn't live your life only to the driver, because if you did not speak out, he will drive you to death and you will not have anything to say. So at any time you see anything wrong, you speak out. So this current commercial have come up with this app that will enable you, even a passenger, to know places that are bad. There are places we call accident prone areas, we call black spots, that are populated into this app throughout the whole country. As you drive some kilometers, let's say 2 kilometers to a particular spot, 2 kilometers to a particular point, you will see your app will alert you that you are getting to a black spot. In that case, even if the driver doesn't have it, you as a passenger that have it, you will notify the driver. Watch you, in 2 kilometers you are going to get a bad spot. Please know how you drive. All those things are things that are put in place.
That's amazing.
Kudos that is just one out of very many. There are many other things populated in that app. You can check your driver's license expiration. You can check when your paper expires. You can check where
all the information
are in that platform. Even as it is now, after this program, you can download it. You go to the Play Store and download FRSC mobile app. FRSC mobile app. You put it there. At any time, you can correct it. That is, you will be participating in driving. Along the road, you will be, contributing and doing many things. This is just one. Black spot is one out of many. Many other things.
So I want to take some statistics that we have. For instance, in Oyo State, so it says about 779 people were injured, as against the previous year of 1,321. 200 people died. About 1,795 were involved in vehicle accidents. And that's as of Friday, 27th of December. And of course, that's like for Oyo State. I'm sure Lagos State obviously have their own statistics. But how are we sensitizing the people, especially when it comes to reckless driving, speeding, and just incessant behaviors on the road? Because at this point, most people have to be defensive drivers, because you're not just thinking for yourself. You're not just driving yourself. You're thinking of the next person. So how is the FRSC trying to combat these behaviors on the road?
That figure is not wrong. You discover that as it happened in Oyo, that is how it's happening all over. So it's a reduction in crashes. It means that road safety is doing a lot. Like I said, we have moved from sensitizing just the drivers to every other person on the road. So we go to parks every morning before we set out for any activity. You go to parks, educate people, go to market women, educate them, go to anywhere, even in the market, anywhere you see people, you talk to them. This is how to contribute in driving, so that you don't leave driving, just like you said, in the hands of drivers alone. So these are basic things, that many other things that road safety is putting in place. Education is key. That is what the weapon that the FRSC is using. That is the tool that is using these days to reduce crashes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. That's how much we can take on the show. But I mean, I love the fact that you've come here. You've spoken about the FRSC mobile app. You've spoken about so many things, that people can benefit. And of course, sensitizing the people, the education to ensure that you're driving better and making sure that the road is not safe for just only you, but for everyone in the community, everyone in the society. Philip, we want to say thank you so much for coming. It's been a pleasure having you and your cohort here on our show today. All right, thank you. That's how much we can take on The Breakfast today. My name is Rume Paulson. I'll see you again tomorrow. Well, the New Year's Eve. Yes, I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Good morning.